Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be trying out a Dimir, it's basically Dimir, mid-range deck in standard best of one. This is a list I saw off Untapped GG when we were doing our meta breakdown for the week, and it is blue-black base. I tweaked some cards around for best of one to be a little bit more interactive, but it is a little bit more mid-range of a control kind of style list. You have 4 Graveyard Trespassers as a way to kind of put pressure and gain some life. You have Nighthawk Scavenger in a similar effect, and then you have they were playing Ilmarith, the blue Mythic dragon. I think Heartbreaker Horror is just a better card as a control-y style finisher. It also lets you tempo, rebuy your meat hooks and stuff like that. Playing 4 Sorins in this list, 3 Sorins. So kind of went down. Revised it to play more Fading Hope for interaction, divide by 0 just as bounce, works really nice with the horror. We got removal in like Bloodchief's Thirst, Infernal Grasp, Meat Hook, Path to Peril as a sweeper. Basically 3 mana, destroy all creatures 2 or less, or 6 mana and wipe the full board. That's why we're playing white mana, just a splash for that. Some copies of Deluge as well. Deserted Beach, the Pathways, and Sanctum as like your off color. Pretty standard in terms of my wish package as well. So let's give this a go, see how it plays out. We are currently in the Mythic ladder. Just fell out of top 1200. I was trying out a budget list, and it very much played like a budget list trying to compete in the top 1200 Mythic. As always, if you're new to the channel or returning viewer, it's greatly appreciated if you can drop a like, comment, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. All are free and easy ways to help support. No blue mana, but I think we're okay. Removal into double Scavenger. Alright, the kill everything plan. Next turn, Infernal Grasp. I don't want them to go Chariot. So if they have Blizzard's Brawl, I gain life here. So even with the attack, I gain some life. I can't field them yet unless they play out like a Fabled. Okay, that's actually really good. So I can block the pack leader. Do I want to give him a card? No. That gives me 3. I have the Trespasser. I think we're okay. I think we're just taking the damage here, try to race them. So I can do this. This makes the fight worse. So that gains me a life. I still have 3. And then if I draw a land, I can Meat Hook for 4, clear out their board. Am I trading here is a good question. That's 7. I can hit them back. It's unlikely we flip here. Cool. So we are in top deck mode now. but we gained some life. We may have wanted to wait one more turn, but they get to draw cards that way. Chariot's annoying. Can I get like Vanishing Verse? One off there. And I can't even field this. Need a blue mana. They hit me for 8 here. Need another Meat Hook or Path to Peril. Might want to go up one blue source in the deck. See how they attack here. No, they got me. Yeah, them chaining those drops together, we just didn't have. We could have waited a turn maybe with the Meat Hook, because at least we are controlling their board, but they were missing land drops that kind of ramped them. We wouldn't have known, and then they would have just drawn out of it. Let's go. I think had we had the blue mana earlier, we're able to bounce, play a little different. Could have been aggressive as well, killing Sculptor, but them going 2 to 4 is pretty good for them. Okay, that sounds better. I think we're putting that back. So if this is turns, this is very good against the turns deck. This forces them to discard a card, makes them play on their turn. So if we could stick Sorin, it'll be nice. Okay, that's really good. If we get Sorin going as well. Need to wait their graveyard. And I think we're just gonna
violence is necessary to
go card advantage route. Just threaten the ultimate. They could have Frost and Fire. They can have a lot of easy removal for this. Let's just get ahead on card advantage. Threaten them from 2 angles here. This card's really good into this matchup. Grixis. Okay, wasn't expecting that. So we got some value. Worst card in our deck there. Our deck's heavier on black. Like, this is not a card we want to see in this matchup. We can protect from removal as well by bouncing it to our hand. They go Behold. Like this hand that we've had versus mono green would have been great. See what they discard here. Now we're kind of stumbling. It's just a bit awkward. Like, this is going to be great in this matchup if we could ever get it down, but currently playing through no card advantage. We have the Memory Deluges, we have the Sorins, but there's a good chance at this point they just have counters. Deluge would be good. Don't know yet if they're on the turns version. This is letting them filter through their deck as well. They're hitting their lands. We didn't know it was the Grixis version. Soul Shatter is obviously very good at dealing with Sorin there. I still think it was right to plus there, and we're seeing that by just not hitting action. Like, we have 5 cards and we can't play anything right now. Could still be turns. No sense in using our bounce here. Let's eat Windfall here, probably. Like, they're buying themselves time. Part of the issues, if they get multiple turns off, mind you, they just have some birds right now. We could Path to Peril it. This keeps our Trespasser around. So let them use a couple spells here. So you let them discard first for ward. That looks good there. So here they wasted 2 cards. Gets us closer to Hullbreaker. Do I want to try to... I think we're just doing this. This sets them back a full turn. And then I think we're going to get rid of the Fading Hope, so their Lier doesn't have that as a target. And like, we could if we knew we were getting an untapped land, I probably would have waited to have it, but we can't protect this Trespasser anymore. But we're 1 untapped land from Hullbreaker doing its thing. Could see Lier again. It's actually good for us. Exiles 2 cards from the graveyard. Let's get rid of both the expressives. Let's go expressive. They could have another type of sweeper effect, so I don't want to play out my other trespasser here. We have enough to, if need be, to kill this if they try to block with it. That was very convenient and also annoying. So they know what's up. Can't hide anymore. Them gaining all this like incidental life has also been really good for them. Let's get rid of... Don't care if they like make us discard here. Nice. I think I still want... They could get priority because of this. Like us flipping it tonight, they get that. So they do get to filter a bit, but... Like a divide by 0 would be nice. Another Fading Hope, Sorin. Okay, well, they found their removal. Let's see if they play Lier out here. So they could go Mascot here, they go Wandering of Archaics. I think we do this. Jeez, them just having 2 really hurts. Not like super worried because we have Mascot as well. The only downside is they do get some Lier value. They can divide by 0 a couple times. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're doing this. Play out the Trespasser. And I think we are... Demon, because they have 2 divide by 0s, so I think this is worth it. They know we have the removal. Your Lier is gonna die. One way or another. I would love a Deluge. There are 20 cards in deck. I don't care if they play another mascot because we have these Path of Perils. Trespasser's been doing some work. I guess this isn't terrible because it could hit creatures as well. So they do that. Oh, they're just going full board. So I think what we do here... Given their hand, we attack. Enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to one creature. It goes to night then. They don't block. I can't do that. I take the mascot from them. They can do this twice. It gets kicked. They can do that with Spike Field. They can also bounce Lier back. They don't anymore discard. If only this was night, we would have been okay. Interesting game. These were surprisingly good. The Dreadfuge. See what they do here. One, two, three, four, five. So they can't activate the hull just yet. Second mascot. Divide and kind of don't care if they draw cards at this point because they're close to decking out. So I'm doing this attack first because if they divide me, then I'm fine. Then I sweep, maybe. I think we block like this. get rid of basically just the removal at this point and teachings. So it's been an interesting game. Like their Lier versus our Graveyard Trespasser. Aggro Spike Field. They're at 16 cards. I mean, if we ever draw like a Sorin, a Memory Deluge, literally anything in our deck. Kind of forced to Path to Peril now for kicker. Could Sorin this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah. This also means Mascot. You kidding me? That's their last card? What a stupid way to go. That's their last card. Maybe we try Lier instead of our Hullbreaker in ours. Like, we're seeing none of our card advantage in any of those games. We've yet to see a Divide by Zero. Let's give it one more shot. See how it plays out. Like, that's literally the only card that beats us in that circumstance. And we stabilize okay. None of our decisions mattered that turn then. If we played Sorin, if we played that. The fact that that's their last card. Getting quad discarded mid-game when we're already struggling with card advantage. I think this hand's fine. We do want to hit one more land in our first couple draws. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I think we're just playing this on black and saying go. I have this Path of Peril if they dump a bunch of stuff on 2 mana. I also can just like wait a turn, bounce the monk or something. Actually, don't mind that. This could get him to play more into the board. Like, this means they want to get their monk large enough, or they play an exile effect, to which then if I draw another land, I can meet Hook for 2, kill their board, get a token. Cool. So we're just going to take the damage this turn. I'm going to Path to Peril them next turn. 7 damage. I think we're okay. We gain 2 back. I actually gained 3 back. Nice. Okay, they got dog. If they want to spend their whole turn doing that, probably okay with it. It's probably just fading hope this. Let's see what they do here. Not too worried about that. So they have 3 here. I think we're just gonna divide by 0. We'll get... yeah, let's get sciences. Make sure we hit our line drops. So we can do this. Do this. Kill that. I want to keep this around, that's why I'm not meat hooking, so I want to keep their targets at 2 power. Because next turn I can just meat hook for 2. Because I want to keep this fading hope for the land. And like we're gaining 2 to 3 life a turn, so we're winning this race. Perfect. So let's hold off on this. Let's make sure we actually attack first. Interesting that they're still holding this. Probably is a good game. Okay, so this game's gone a lot better. Still would like to get some card advantage. I want to be able to attack next turn. Trespasser's great. So here, it's interesting that they decided to play this out now, knowing that we had the Field of Ruin. Land powers us up here. Now we just start eating away at their creatures, gain more life. Could use a creature land. We have a few of them in the deck. Got him. Got him! Dimir. This deck's actually pretty fun when you actually draw cards. Is there a cheap card we can play? I'm just wondering. Well, Sorin's nice. Maybe not 3 copy. I'll learn. Let's play a copy of Hunt for Specimens. I want just another way to find cards in the sideboard. Our curve's a little high too, so want to be able to answer before then. Alright, let me be against the creature deck. Creature deck, mono white? No. Rogues. What year is this? So I wanted to do that to see if we hit any stops. Are they like a Delver deck? They're 1400, so you caught my interest, opponent. Okay, so Jawari's interesting because we're going to want to play around that. Oh, you know what? I should have eaten my graveyard if they are on a rogue strategy. I want to play around that. So we can meet Hook for 3 next turn. We're also getting closer to just Hullbreaker Horror. They're probably on crabs if they're playing straight like mill. Or like, there's no reason to play Evolving Wild. And again, with Knight, they're inclined to... That's actually really good. Go, go, Graveyard Glutton! Okay, so they could have like had a bounce, perhaps. Want to save this for any creature land they may have. Shadow's Verdict. How about you do that again next turn? This is Exile, unfortunately. This doesn't mean if we draw any land, though. We just have him dead with the Hall of the Storm Giant. So do this, protect my land. Why are you playing Shadow's Verdict in your... Doesn't make sense.
Fight for me
Had that been any other sweeper, we just play meat hook and then they can't answer the board. Wonder what's in their hand, just like counter spells. Cool. You found all my memory, Deluge.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
See if that gets lethal on them. We have this other piece of removal, so okay, that's fine. Bye, friend. All right. So in our current configuration, like, we drew a little unlucky against that Lier deck. The mono green just ran us down. We missed lands for too many turns. But took down mono white, took down whatever this mill deck was. But I think the elements of the deck is pretty solid altogether. These just allowing you to have some pressure is nice. It's one thing that you don't get sometimes in Dimir. We never got the Hullbreaker. It's honestly like, you're probably better off Lier in this particular build. Lowers your curve a bit. You're not playing counters anyways. You already have the bounce. So Lier would probably be the next logical spot that I would try out. But let me know what you think. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.